Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ori, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV and the Restoration of Rum campaign. So last episode, we went ahead and picked ourselves up some more land along the Black Sea, which is nice, as well as a rather unruly subject out in Theodora, which is not too shabby. So we're gonna, first things first, we're gonna pull our diplomats back, and then we're gonna go ahead and improve relations and make him a march almost immediately. Because I have no intention of annexing him. We are gonna attempt to stick to the historical borders of the Seljuk Sultanate as best we possibly can. So we can't actually do anything until next year. And it does not look like we're going to be seeing a coalition form if we look at the AE map mode. 63 with the Ottomans, 62 with Dilkadir, not enough with AQ, not enough with Georgia, not enough with Circassia, not enough with Imereti, and Theodoro's our subject. Oh, excuse me. So we're just fine. That being said, if the coalition formed... Well, if the coalition formed with the Ottomans leading it, I think it would be rather disastrous for us, all things considered. Alright, we have... we need more... We need our institution. Mamluks have it down here. That's interesting. Did they dev for it? A little bit. Yeah, it appeared... I think they did dev for it a little bit. You know, it might not be a bad idea to dev some of these provinces up to 10, especially in our home state. Because it's already going in Karaman fairly well. We could actually dev Karaman up to 20. That being said, we do have dry lands out here. Honestly, if we're going to dev anything a little bit, I think it'll be this. And, I mean, I do want to get our ideas up and on the go. Don't get me wrong, but that 24% Renaissance tech penalty. Besides, we need... Besides, our economy's pretty crappy anyway. Ascaray doesn't make the best trade good in the world by any means. Livestock isn't great. There's an argument for upgrading Caesarea a little bit then, because it makes iron, which is not bad. We could pop 1 point of, You know, we are ahead of time Miltech-wise, so what we might do, I think what we will do here in Karaman, is I'll dev Karaman up to 20. Using mill points, because we are ahead of time in Miltech. Let's see, can we get our merchant guilds loyal enough to get that extra dev cost reduction? I doubt it, honestly. Yeah. I mean, let's see here, merchant guild. We can't give them any land either, which is kind of a shame. Yeah. Yeah, it does not look like we're gonna be able to get the merchant guilds for that extra dev cost, but 58 a pop isn't too shabby because we have that growth of the capital modifier for another 8 years. Let's make use of it. There we go. That'll give us some maximum manpower as well, which is always nice, and that may give us some force limit. Yes, it did, actually. Well, these gave us some force limit as well as having a subject in Theodoro. We still can't improve with him. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then next month, we'll go ahead and make him a march. That's going to be fine. Alright, at this point, let's go ahead and come back here. Well, you know what? No, let's chill in Trabzon for now. How are we looking, unrest-wise? Oh, Karamanese Pretender rebels. Well, let's see. What's the Pretender look like? 035. Well, I mean, let's look at our current heir. He's a 244. Where is that unrest? Why? Where? Let's check. Yeah, it's here, actually. And that's mainly because of war exhaustion. So, honestly, I think we need to pay this down. I know we're behind time on Diplotech, but I really think we need to pay that down. So, we're actually going to move the army over to Ascaray. Because that should help lower the unrest a little bit. Let's see, so at the end of the month, we'll be able to march Theodoro, which we're definitely going to do. Alright, Theodoro, there you go, buddy. There you go, little subject friend. You are no longer rebellious, are you? Haha, victory. See? See, it's not that hard. We're going to definitely send officers. Absolutely, we're sending officers. Let's go ahead and mothball the Navy again. I think we need that for money purposes. We'll leave the fort and Trabzond on. You know, this isn't that great of a defensive fort here, so I think we're going to go ahead and destroy it right now. Now that we have a little bit more defensive depth overall, I would have loved to have grabbed a fortress from Georgia. That would have been nice. But, it is what it is, I suppose. Pretender rebels. I don't want these to fire, to be honest. I would like to keep our current air over the Pretender. And if we look at it, okay, it was a 37 stack. It was just like, what? What madness is this? We're getting a little bit more manpower back every month. Unfortunately, we do have to continue to pay the army. Alright, we can get our admin tech. I think we're going to do it. It's expensive. Granted, it's incredibly expensive. It might be an idea to wait until we can get the Dimmy up to 60 to take this, but at the same time, we'd have to wait for, we haven't even started coring this yet. Let's go ahead and take the tech. That's going to be fine. We can get our national ideas finally. So now the question is, do we take a military idea? And I honestly think we will. I don't know, honestly. I almost always go defensive for this morale, and it does, defensive just ends up giving some nice bonuses as well. Yearly army tradition, little extra maneuvers, some land maintenance. Fort maintenance is always quite nice as well. Reinforce and land attrition. Fort defense is pretty, I do like fort defense, and that might actually be quite handy in this campaign. There is an argument to... that being said, there is an argument for going for offensive to get that discipline, force limit, and siege ability. I don't think we're going to go for an admin group right away. We definitely are going to go for humanist first for our first... for our first admin group, I should say. But I don't think we're going to take admin first. I think... I mean, there's more immediate benefits from taking offensive. That being said, that 15% morale of armies is amazing. I have to. Honestly, morale is so important early on that I think we have to. So nobody else has taken defensiveness first, so this is almost a guaranteed 7 innovativeness if we can get it done in a short order. 5 years on that. You know, I think we are going to go ahead and take our first idea. Costs 400. We do have a little bit of corruption, but it's not enough to affect the cost. There we go. Get that yearly army tradition coming on in. This is going down fairly quickly. Well, it's going down at a bit every month. We're going to go ahead and go towards legalism. I wish we'd gotten that event a little bit sooner. Oh, well, it is what it is. I think we are going to start coring these. Well, that being said, we do get 8 Diplo every month. We can fire you now because we don't need you. You're expensive, mainly. I guess let's do it. Saved 3 admin in total for 75 dip, so I don't think it was the best trade we've ever done, but, you know, it is what it is. I feel better about coring these now, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, Devastation's going to be gone here pretty quickly. It's going to take a while up there. Alright, Georgia went ahead. Actually, we could attack Imereti right now, but I think we have too much aggressive expansion still. I think we're going to just have to chill on it for a little while. Yeah, we'll have to wait. Crimea doesn't want to engage. Circassia is dead. Hey, there's oh, wow, Kazan. Alright, that's interesting, actually. Stab cost modify. No, we're not taking a morale hit. We have to accept this, sadly. That does give us some more base tax in Karaman, which is quite nice. So we are getting a little extra spread from having 20 dev here in this province, which is not bad. So we're up to 40 in Karaman, which isn't bad. 51 in Adana. Yeah, at some point we'll get Renaissance. At some point. I mean, we're still on par military-wise with the Ottomans and the Mamluks, which is fine. We definitely need to remain competitive there. 24% tech cost, though. Oof, ouch. Ouch. When will this show up? 1480. That's rough. What about here? 1481. Eesh. That's not good. That's not good at all. So we're going to be improving with Theodoro for a very, very long time. Now, what should we do with our other diplomat is the question. I would very much like to annex Dul-Qadir. They have some good land that I definitely want to get my hands on. And, I mean, let's look at the Mamluks. They don't consider it vital interest. Let's see here. Overall, they are allied to Ajam. Let's see. If we declared war, Ajam would not join. Biapos would. Biapos is an OPM. I think we can take down Dul-Qadir, so we're definitely going to gear up for that. We have some more force limit now, which is nice, as always. Let's go ahead and stop paying the army, because we need money. We can mothball the fort and Trabzon, I think. That's going to be just fine. I am using, I should mention I am, well, what's it called? Let's look. I am using the, I think it's dynamic province names setting. So that's why all the provinces are changing because of our Turkish culture. Or the names, I should say, or at least some of them. Alright, these are coring ever so slowly. We're making a little bit of money out of them. Not too much. Not any, actually, really. Georgian separatists. We may want to wait for those to fire, actually, now that I think about it. We have a lot of inflation, which sucks. I think we're actually going to just pull the focus off here. This is going to drop down to 7, but these will both go up to 8. And we need admin and diplo more than we need military right now, so let's do that. We won't be able to change it until 1500, which is unfortunate, so it won't be a ways into this kid's reign that we can swap over to an admin focus, which I think will be viable with him anyway. Let's save our good leader, shall we? I would not like him to die at all. That would be awful. Current legitimacy is not great because we're in the regency. It is dropping our current... Well, our heir has an average claim, so it's not terrible. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. What should we be doing here? I think let's go ahead and build a spy network on Dul-Qadir with our second diplomat. We probably should improve with the Mamluks. We're up to 7 favors now, though. That's not too bad at all. That is not too bad. Eventually, we'll be able to get 10 and call him into a war at some point, hopefully. Hopefully he's not just eternally angry with us. I'm guessing he's going to be eternally angry with us. I don't want to spend 10 to raise trust, though. That would be unfortunate if we had to do that. Now, I would like to go ahead and pick up our Diplo tech here as well, so we stop bleeding innovativeness. Well, actually, we're currently ahead of time in Miltech, so we're gaining innovativeness. We have 1.4. If we can finish defensive timely enough, we'll have, that's basically 7 free innovativeness, because no one has taken it first, I believe, is how that has worked out for us. I believe the AI doesn't usually take defensive first. Now, it appears Imereti has grown, which means this is going over to Georgia, or Theodoro, excuse me. Oh, wow, Georgia's getting... Speaking of Georgia, Georgia's getting annihilated by rebels. Oh, silly peasants. Let's look at the autonomy here. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that's not pleasant. That is not pleasant. Rebel uprising, Georgian separatists. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna fire irregardless. What are we looking at numbers-wise? 11k? I think we can handle that, honestly. Highest dev is going to be this province, so we'll move the army out there. We do have to start paying them. And there goes our income, once again. We'll go ahead and put our glorious Foreshock General in charge of that army. Hopefully we can get out there before they fire, and I think we will be getting out there. It's not quite enough development to accept Georgian as a culture within our lands, which is kind of a shame. I was kind of hoping to do that. Be able to get as much as possible out of this land. We still have our no, we have humiliate rival. Oh, we didn't get there. Oof, we did not get there. That is kind of a shame, actually. So we're gonna stop the army here. We'll unmothball the fleet, unmothball this fort. We're gonna get the we're gonna take the army over here by sea. Because this is the other Georgian corps, so it's only logical that that's where the enemy will head. And this is a swamp province, so we will at least get some defensive bonus there. We should be able to get most of the forces over there before they are able to move. Just trying to be as quick as possible about this. There we go. So yeah, we should see the Georgian separatists come up this way and attack us here, which I'm fine with. We had to take another loan. Yep, we're up to 3 now, which is kind of a shame. What's the highest dev province here I can get a claim on? It is Mirage. So let's do that. Let's pick up a claim there. Somehow the Ottomans have a claim there. Probably because they had Sivas at some point. I do want to attack these guys. I definitely do. Theodoro, why are you not producing soldiers? Theodoro, friend, why are you not producing soldiers? Alright, we could grant a generalship. That's not a terrible idea, actually. I mean, we can get military points in 9 years. Contribution, that's 18 ducats. It's not ideal by any means. So, we're going to mothball the fleet again, because I don't really want to pay for it right now. We can't really afford to pay for it, and now we just wait for these Georgian separatists. There we go. So we are going to get the defensive bonus here. Glorious. That made this a lot cleaner than it would have been if we decided to go ahead and attack on into mountains. Actually, that's fine. You guys can go ahead and march down here to Kayseri. We'll turn Trabzon off as soon as this is sieged back. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Good stuff. Alright. Well, now what? For the Sunni faith, Dulkadir likes us more. I don't really care, because I want to kill him. Trebizond does like us somewhat more now. This is going to take a while to tick up to a positive number. Let's go ahead and take our Diplotech, even if it is 26% more expensive. That is rather unfortunate, but we have at least somewhat caught up on technology now. Is that a 50? What? Tell me that's going to update. Okay, we have a 15% neighbor bonus on Diplotech. Interesting. Interesting. And we're still losing money, which is kind of unfortunate. So it may be time to go ahead and just dev bomb Karaman a bit for Renaissance. It's at 62 already. I think we should, honestly. We'll spend a little bit of, we still have the state, dev cost state edict on. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. It's still early in the day. I'm not fully awake yet. Let's go ahead and do some dev bombing here in Karaman. I think that's going to be fun. We'll get up to 9. You know what? Let's just go for the 10th. Admin. There we go. We're at 74% of the way towards Renaissance. How close are we to Miltech? 3 years out. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do any military development. As nice as it would be, this is going to speed this up a little bit. We're getting it at 1 a month. Our subject in Theodoro is actually about to get it. We could dev bomb for Renaissance, dev a little Renaissance for him, get him up to a 10 dev province. You know, for 49, I'm almost tempted to do that. It'd basically be like rolling for a general. Alright, we can't make states, which is a shame. We only have a few. I'd like to make more states. Hold on, where is this? Is this a state? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, though, because we are going to be taking this land in the next war, hopefully. And it's good land anyway. It's the center of trade. I definitely do want to give that. And that'll, since we have this stated already, it'll just make these full cores immediately, so we can give this over to the burghers without even having to have it fully cored. What? Khorasan got bronze cannons? What? Not even the Ottomans got it? That's amazing. Oh, they have had a change in leadership. That's incredible. Mamluks, I feel like we need to improve relations with you again, friend. I feel like it's dropping a little low there. Okay, Ulima lose some influence. That's always good to see. Well connected, advisor cost. We could invent the next defensive idea, but we're close enough to Miltech 7 that I don't think I'm going to stress about it too much. I do want to attack I do want to attack AQ as soon as possible, because I definitely want to get Erzincan and Erzurum for sure, and we might as well just take Mush. That being said, actually, I wouldn't mind getting a core of Armenia. Iraq. Ooh, Iraq. If we can get our hands on Hissing Kaifa, we will probably release Iraq as a subject because they have cores down all through here. They have some solid cores in here, and that would be kind of nice, so we'll have to look into that when we get there. But for now, we're just going to carry on a little bit. I think we are going to pull back from Dul Qadir and improve with the Mamluks somewhat. Theodoro, you are a good subject. Good subject, Theodoro. See, look, you're not even mad, man. I want you to attach to my armies during wartime. Let's see. I don't think we're going to subsidize. We could have him divert trade, but we're not really doing too much with the Crimea node currently. We only have 3 provinces in it anyway, well, 4 counting Theodoro, but that is what it is. It's not too shabby at all. So let's see. Has the price of Miltech dropped any further? Ooh, that's expensive, though. How we doing on Renaissance? You know, I think we're going to go ahead and go like this and this here in Karaman as well. Alright, in 8 months we'll get it. That's nice. I am fine with that. We're going to have to look into how much that's going to cost to embrace, because we may end up loaning up for that somewhat. That being said, we are not doing too well on the money front. I still would like to declare war on Dul Qadir. Okay, Theodoro, what's the deal, buddy? You're making money. Why aren't you making troops? Make troops. You need to make some troops, Theodoro. You have plenty of money. Just make troops. It'll be fine. Could enforce peace. Now we can't enforce peace. Let's check here. So Ajam wouldn't help. That's fine. And it'd just be Biapos, which is an OPM. This would be a decent way to get ourselves some good land, I suppose. Ooh, Iraq has a core in Urfa. So we would definitely be snagging that and releasing Iraq as a subject. Most definitely that would be the case. They have some random scattered cores, actually. That's really interesting. Ooh, these are actually gonna disappear quite quickly. Let's check down here. Okay, no, these cores will stay. If we can get our hands on these two, that's pretty nice, actually. That right there is 15 development that we could get for slightly less aggressive expansion, which is something we definitely have to keep an eye on right now. It is going down, which is nice. The Ottomans are about to not be able to join a coalition against us if it were to form, which is not bad at all. We could mothball the fort in Ankara, so I think we're going to, because I want to make as much money as possible. Austria is Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, again. Does that surprise you? No, it shouldn't. I'm just waiting at this point for Genoa to drop out of the HRE. Shadow Kingdom should fire at some point in the not-too-distant future, because I do want to conquer this. I definitely would like to conquer this land and give it over to Theodoro. Would not be too shabby. How are we doing on tech cost? This is still really expensive. Really expensive. We do have Renaissance in Karaman itself, though, which is amazing. So we can go ahead and turn off this dev cost. Save ourselves a bit of money. Let's see. The spread here should be decently modified. Never mind. Alright, let's see. How much would it cost to embrace it? 194. Not bad, actually. I think that'd be 3 loans? Maybe. Let's just do it. I mean, we do already have quite a bit of inflation, which is kind of a shame, but I would like to get our tech costs down quite a bit. You know, we'll actually hold off. We'll hold off for the time being on that. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for today. So, as always, I would like to thank you for tuning in, spending a little part of your day here. It is greatly appreciated. If you're enjoying the series, please do remember to drop a like down below and subscribe for more Grand Strategy content in the future, as both greatly help the channel. My name is Ori. I do hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next one.